It's 1976. Steve Jobs, a rebellious college dropout, teams up with his best friend Steve Wozniak, a brilliant engineer, to create Apple computers. They start in a humble garage, assembling the first personal computer, an idea that could change the world. The duo's relentless drive and visionary thinking make Apple's early days magical. They work day and night, barely sleeping, trying to perfect their product. Jobs, a perfectionist, becomes obsessed with making Apple the best. The world's eyes are on them as Apple revolutionizes computing. But as the company grows, so do the pressures. Jobs' pursuit of perfection leads him to challenge his own team, demanding the impossible, which causes cracks to form in Apple's foundation. Jobs' relentless ambition begins to alienate key employees. His exacting demands and obsessive nature create a volatile atmosphere. As Apple rises, the internal tensions are bubbling under the surface, setting the stage for a shocking betrayal that no one saw coming. Jobs, the visionary who dreamed of changing the world, is about to face his darkest moment. Jobs is fired from Apple. By 1985, Apple had become a tech giant, and Steve Jobs, its visionary co-founder, was at the heart of its success. But his relentless drive for perfection, his uncompromising vision, and his volatile leadership style had created tension within the company. The board, led by CEO John Sculley, began to grow concerned about Jobs' approach. Tensions came to a boiling point, and in a stunning and unexpected move, Jobs was ousted from the company he had built from scratch in a garage with his best friend, Steve Wozniak. The man who had turned Apple into a global icon was now being shown the door. Betrayed and heartbroken, Jobs was forced out, leaving behind the very company he had poured his heart and soul into. The dream was shattered, and the future was uncertain. The world watched in shock as one of the most influential figures in tech history was unceremoniously removed from his own creation. The media went into a frenzy, questioning how Jobs could be fired from the company he had founded. Headlines screamed about the downfall of the genius behind Apple. For Jobs, the emotional impact was devastating. Not only had he lost the company he loved, but his personal and professional world seemed to be crumbling. The future he had once envisioned was slipping away, and the story of the brilliant visionary who had seemingly been destined for greatness suddenly appeared to be in jeopardy. But what seemed like the end was only the beginning. Rather than succumbing to despair, Jobs used the pain and betrayal as fuel for his reinvention. He was determined to rise from the ashes of his failure. Instead of fading into obscurity, he set out to prove everyone wrong. Jobs' journey, far from being over, was about to take an unexpected and transformational turn. Little did he know this failure would become the catalyst for his greatest triumphs yet. His story was far from over. What would follow would change the world. After being ousted from Apple, Steve Jobs is left with little more than his ideas and a relentless drive to succeed. In 1985, he creates Next, a high-end computer company aimed at the education and business sectors. Jobs pours his heart and soul into the project, but despite his best efforts, Next doesn't take off as expected. The company's failure is a tough pill to swallow. Jobs, once at the pinnacle of success, faces a harsh reality. His second big idea may be on the verge of collapse, yet instead of retreating, he decides to push forward. Pixar's hidden potential. Amidst his struggles with Next, Jobs makes a bold investment in a small, unknown animation company called Pixar. At first glance, Pixar seems to be another failed gamble. However, Jobs sees potential in its groundbreaking technology, which begins to quietly revolutionize the world of animation. Pixar's focus on computer-generated animation sets it apart from the traditional hand-drawn industry, but its future still seems uncertain. Just when things seem bleak, Pixar creates the game-changing Toy Story, the first full-length computer-animated feature film. The film's success transforms Pixar into a cultural and financial powerhouse. In a shocking twist, Disney buys Pixar in 2006 for $7.4 billion, making Jobs a multi-billionaire in the process. This unexpected victory breathes new life into his career, and it sets the stage for Jobs' return to the tech world. The failure of Next and the rise of Pixar ultimately redefines Steve Jobs' legacy, showing that even in moments of defeat, greatness can be found. The phoenix rises. Jobs returns to Apple. By 1997, Apple is on the brink of collapse. The company, once a symbol of innovation, is now struggling financially, facing mounting losses and dwindling market share. Apple needs a lifeline, and in a shocking twist, the company turns to Steve Jobs, asking him to return. It's a move that no one saw coming. The prodigal son is back, but this time, he's not the same young, brash visionary. After his years away from Apple, Jobs has learned from his past mistakes, evolved, and is more determined than ever to bring Apple back from the edge of destruction. A game changer. Jobs' return is nothing short of transformative. Instead of merely rescuing the company, he completely redefines it. With a renewed vision and relentless drive, he spearheads the creation of the iMac, a product that redefines personal computers with its bold design and user-friendly features. But that's just the beginning. Jobs' creative genius continues to shape Apple, leading to the development of the iPod, iPhone, and iPad products that revolutionize how people interact with technology. Each of these devices reshapes industries and pushes the boundaries of what technology can do, forever altering the tech landscape. The impact of Jobs' return goes beyond just product launches. Apple, once a company on the verge of extinction, goes from near bankruptcy to becoming the most valuable company in the world. Jobs not only saves Apple, but is synonymous with innovation, style, and quality. His comeback is a testament to his resilience and genius, proving that even in the most challenging times, success can emerge from the ashes. Legacy of a Titan, the final years and the ultimate triumph. As the 2000s roll on, Steve Jobs faces the ultimate challenge, a terminal illness. Despite his declining health, Jobs shows no signs of slowing down. His leadership at Apple remains unwavering, and he continues to push for groundbreaking innovation. The iPhone and iPad, two of his most iconic creations, launched to worldwide acclaim, transforming the way we communicate, work, and play. The tech world watches in awe as Apple continues to reach new heights, cementing Jobs' legacy as one of the greatest innovators of all time. Even as his health deteriorates, Jobs' influence over Apple remains as strong as ever. His vision and intensity continue to drive the company forward. Despite facing the ultimate battle against time, Jobs leads with the same passion that fueled his success from the very beginning. His ability to inspire those around him, even in his final years, sets the stage for Apple's continued dominance in the tech world. The company's value soars, reaffirming his place as one of the most influential figures in modern history. Steve Jobs passes away in 2011, leaving behind a legacy that will endure for generations. The company he built from the ground up, the products he innovated, and the vision he inspired all stand as a testament to his genius. The story of how he was once fired from Apple, the company he founded, is no longer just about failure. It's about resilience, reinvention, and the indomitable will to rise again. Jobs' legacy proves that sometimes the greatest triumphs come after the hardest falls. His life story is a reminder that even when you lose everything, there's always a chance to come back stronger and leave a lasting mark on the world.